Hello everyone, I'm freezing my head off. I'm waiting here for Angelo in this little field area to review the movie The Age of Innocence. Oh my gosh, I watched it last night. Usually I get bored, I fall asleep like this. Last night it started like 10:30 or 10:20. I didn't finish to 12 something, 12:30 or a little after. I watched every bit of it. Oh my gosh, this story goes back in the late 1800s. And supposedly this young guy married this young girl, okay, very pretty, brunette, but another girl came in the picture and she was going through her divorce and he's falling madly in love with her. They were meeting in opera houses, they're meeting in concerts, and oh, I have to say, the costumes, the clothes, the dresses, the makeup, it's such a nostalgic time. Not that I was there. Quality movie, quality time, quality clothes, even the makeup. Boy, I tell you, you see it and you taste it. Anyway, they were going to the opera houses, and one thing I love is on the people, men and women, dress up with gloves, with hats, with long dresses, with everything to go to the opera. And I used to do that, not with gloves and hats, but we used to dress up to go to the Kennedy Center. And now you go to the Kennedy Center, everybody wear blue jeans, they don't care. They were madly in love. They want to be together, and they want to be together and try and try and try, and nothing happens. They hug and kiss, but...
No, well, they never kiss.
They did.
What?
They
I don't
did.
remember that. I didn't see it last night, but I don't remember that from the movie.
They did.
No.
The blonde girl, yes, they did. Yes, they did.
With Newland Archer, the lawyer, played by Daniel Day-Lewis?
They did. The guy who's supposed to, who loved her, they were kissing, but...
I don't remember that.
Yes, they did. Anyway, but one thing after the other, little things at the time. If it was these times instead the late 1800s, they wouldn't wait for anything. But at the time,
everybody was watching them.
Everybody was watching them. Not only that, and everybody was strict, you know. So you couldn't go and fool around like that.
Especially with a woman who had been divorced.
Exactly.
And everybody looked at her like, who's this woman who refuses to be with her husband? What's the story there? And that was Michelle Pfeiffer, by the way.
And the time when you divorce in the late 1800s, oh my God, it was the news of the century.
Especially for a woman to do it.
For a woman. So one thing after the other, and I mean, you can see the passion and the love and the affection, but like I said, one thing after the other, they wouldn't get together. On the other hand, the beautiful young girl who, she was faithful to her husband.
Winona Ryder. That was the actress.
What's her name?
Winona Ryder.
Okay. And oh my God, she was so sweet, and he respected her, but he didn't love her.
Right.
I was watching and watching and watching, oh my God, and holding my breath to see what's gonna happen. It was his wife, and to make the long story short, he tried to tell her to leave her. He wanted to leave her nicely, respectfully, but guess again, the girl got pregnant. The wife, the real wife, got pregnant. So here he is, the guy was stuck with a wife, which was beautiful and sweet, and baby boy born, And then I think it was a baby girl. They have another kid. So what happened, the romance and the love with the other woman has to end because it was impossible, especially at that time, to leave the wife with the kids. Oh, no, 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 no. Boy, I tell you. So he stayed with her. They raised the kids. The other woman went to Paris, I think. She went to Europe. They raised the kids. The boy grown up, but the beautiful girl, the mother of the kids and the wife who loved her husband faithfully, all the patience and love she has. I will kick his ass. And she knew. She knew. The point is, the faithful wife knew her husband loved the, what's her name, the other woman?
I can't remember her name. I didn't get to see the movie again last night. But
I forgot. I forgot the.
I feel like something with an O.
Ellen?
No, I don't know.
I for Alaska?
Yeah, that's why I said like Alaska or something like that.
Something like that. Well, and she knew, and she still adored him and loved him and everything, but she died. She died, but he still stayed with his kids. The one son went to Europe. I'm not sure if he had the second he was a boy or a girl, I don't remember. Then he called the father and says, Father, I'm in Europe, I want you to come. He was a lawyer or something, I'm not sure, yes. A lawmaker or whatever. I want you to come. They were talking in such a nice and loving way. But also, I want to say, on he find out the wife was pregnant, and after with the years they raising the kids and everything, he was faithful to her. He respected her, and I'm pretty sure he was love there because they have the kids. And then she died, and he was alone, but he was still did not go back with the other woman. He stayed with his kids, with the family. And I have to say, it's 2 hours movie, but you watching it without blink. Martin Scorsese, he has this talented passion for movies. If you see the opera houses, the music, it was flowing, bouncing from the floor to the ceiling and above. It was amazingly impressive. Amazingly impressive. I just want to know the age of innocence, what means.
I think it's based on a book. And it's kind of, I don't know exactly everything about it, but you can tell from the title it's about a time when people, you know, put out an image of being very plain forward and simple, but in reality, you saw how closely people were watching Newland Archer, played by, I think that's the name, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Michelle Pfeiffer's character, because they were wondering, and they knew she left her husband. It wasn't that the husband necessarily left her, and they were, you know, wondering what kind of woman does that, and all kinds of prejudices against a woman who does that. And Archer, as much as he wanted to be with her, he never was willing to let himself do it, because he knew, like, even though his wife was a good woman, like, they weren't the same type of people together. Like, she was very innocent in a way, and he wanted to be with the woman who was more ahead of her time. And the thing is, it reminded me on other relatives, friends, or whoever it was watching them. It reminded me I was in Greece. Everybody snooping around, everybody gossip, everybody watching each other. I mean, it was like she was living here and somebody has stick their head on the window and looking to see what happened. It was people didn't even sleep at night to
watch them, and that's what happened in Greece and Italy. I swear it happens. It happens. Everybody poking their nose in everybody's business and stuff. But this is okay, you know. But I'm just saying, it just reminds me home, you know? And the people who dress up and, I mean, go to the opera house, the concerts. It was just very impressive time, very impressive movie. Mr. Scorsese, you are the man of the filmmaking. I can say that honestly. It's just now. My favorite is The Goodfellas, but after that is this one, The Age of Innocence. Oh my God, Mr. Scorsese, I'm nobody, but I mean, compared to you, my God, you make the most, you know, movies with meaning, you know. So congratulations, stay healthy, safe, and be alive for a long time, so we can watch your movies, and we love you.
I'm convinced if, because I saw that clip of him with his mom on David Letterman in like '91 cooking pizza, and I'm convinced if he was around, if he was growing up today making movies, he would be making videos with his mom on YouTube.
Oh yeah, and not only that, what did the Letterman said about the pizza? And he said, he said, Mom, what's the matter with you?
He said, does Robert De Niro come over to eat pizza with you? And she said, yeah, of course, he comes over all the time. And he said, what are his table manners like? Does he wear a shirt? And she said, he wears clothes. What's the matter with you?
Yeah, that. Yeah, he said, what's the matter with you? And Mr. Scorsese, your mother is a treasure and is very proud of you. We love you. And we have something in common, Mr. Scorsese. You Italian and I'm Greek. And that's we say, one face, one race. Thank you so much. Good review.
Now,
what?
But I have something else to ask you. So it sounds like...
Oh, Lord, what?
Sounds
I
like
gotta go.
You changed your opinion of the movie.
I did.
From before.
Yeah, because I didn't see the movie all the time of it. I don't know what I saw.
You saw the movie before.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, and you changed your opinion of it.
What?
You don't remember seeing it before?
No, I don't, and I don't know what the hell I said. But now I know. Okay, what?
Great, now my
Send this to Mr. Scorsese.
I'll try. I don't know how to send it to him. You saw this movie before.
Did I did?
And you reviewed it.
I did?
But you didn't say such positive things about it before.
What did I say?
So I guess you no longer believe that there's a problem with the movie because it's supposedly about an older woman with a younger man?
Forget that. It's just a number. It's okay. Forget it.
I'll show you what you said.
I don't want to see it. Now I have different opinion because I saw the movie from A to Z, from the beginning to the end, and I didn't miss nothing. That music, oh my God, it was a magic. I gotta go. I'm freezing.
Look what you said.
Just erase it, man.
You have a problem with seeing an older woman with a younger man, and that was the problem with the movie?
Oh, but I don't know. Did I say that?
Michelle Pfeiffer is a year younger than Daniel Day-Lewis. They were born almost the same day, a year apart. Look, you reviewed it. This is in...
Too long.
You said it's too long.
Great movie. The music is, oh my God, beautiful. But too much weakness in that movie. Why this Madam...
Olensky.
What?
Olensky.
Olensky, whatever. And the young guy, what's his name?
Roland Archer.
Oh, whatever. He's so weak. She's weak.
Okay, that's it. I don't want to see it. You said he's weak?
He's not supposed to go. He was married. He was married.
You didn't like it.
And then he's going to...
And this is...
No, but I saw
this is August 28th, 2015.
Okay, forget it. Madam Malensky, whatever she is, for what? What, he is a Maharaja or something? No.
What? Why did you say all that?
Anyway...
You totally didn't respect the movie.
You didn't understand the movie at all.
A little bit, but I didn't get the
story. That tell me what the hell was here and there. And
that's what happened.
Well plotted and acted and
I'm
directed.
telling you, no, I watched the whole thing. The whole thing.
You did watch the whole thing before, and you didn't like
I don't know
it.
if
What
I
is
did.
with you? You just have totally different opinions of a movie.
I changed my mind. I changed my mind.
So you take it back.
I take it back. Erase that.
No, I'm leaving it up.
What? No.
So people can see both your reviews of The Age of Innocence. It's like if we could go in an alternate reality, every year you just get my mom to see a movie, you get a different review from her of the same movie.
No, come on, I gotta go.
Hey, it's a great movie. It's one of my favorites from Scorsese. Who knew he had it in him after all the gangster movies and violent movies?
To make this loving story, lovey-dovey story, you know. But the music,
and it's still so intense and
the passion. You know, you can feel that Italian, you know, thing. That's what I'm saying. And it's very typical because everybody poking everybody's business. I'm watching them. They know exactly what they're doing. Anyway,
that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like the video, support us on Patreon.
That's it. Yes, thank you. See you soon Monday.